So if he works in tech, you have to investigate. You have to make sure that it's the top level that he's working in, not the low position. If it's the low position, then we can't date. We can't be together. You have to be in the top level job for me to consider going on a date and being in a relationship with you.
A man's desire to have a relationship and, quite frankly, to have sex, it's been pathologized. But that fire should and is usually used to be a better man.
When a man says he works in tech, you really got to do further diligence, because are you a software engineer or a help desk engineer?
Dress better, be in shape. The secret weapon for attracting a mate, a kindness practice.
What's the least amount of money a man could make to really date
that
Chinese
I've
kitty?
dated, that I personally
that you personally dated?
No less than 10 million.
There you go.
Why the would I settle? That's insane. And I started dancing at a club that was literally like 10 minutes away from the college.
Where does he demonstrate excellence? And if you talk to women, and I'll wrap up here, who've been married longer than 40 years.
I'm just very clear on what I want. There's a lot of boxes that need to be ticked. I know this man is out there. And it's just a matter of finding him. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie. At least 5'10".
They say they were not interested in him in the beginning, but they fell in love. I like the way he danced. He was kind to his parents. He was great at work.
So what's your take?
Women need to use men more.
100% agree.
But I also think for money.
They already are doing that.
I know so many women that are going 50-50 on these dates.
They f***ed up.
You living up to your name right now. Kareem.
Yeah, generous.
Means generous.
The
yeah,
generous
good.
one.
The guy's got to pay for all of your bills. Give you spending money.
Where does a young man demonstrate excellence now in a world of remote work?
In Islam, a husband is supposed to pay for all of his woman's bills.
Wow.
My take is backed by God.
Why is this all about money?
We live in a capitalist society.
45% of men 18 to 24 have never asked a woman out in person.
One thing that a lot of men have to accept is that you cannot afford to be with the type of chick you want to be with. If a woman was going out to eat and taking trips and going out the country before she met you, regardless of how she paid for it, if somebody else paid for it, that's her lifestyle. That's the lifestyle that she likes to live. She don't have to come cook and lower her expectations just because you want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't cooking before she met you, so why she got to cook for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all just cannot accept the fact that the chicks you want are out your league.
That's eye-popping. And the question is why? Why is that?
I think that no man wants to be that guy.
5'10". I feel like that's generous. I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
We live in a capitalist society.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored.
We live in a capitalist society.
Imagine you make an approach at a place. One of the key things I think dads have to teach their sons is how to express romantic interest while making the other person feel safe.
Some of y'all dudes, like, you keep attracting these broke chicks or these ugly chicks or these chicks with all these kids because you don't qualify for anything else.
Been really busy, but I am outside. Yes, ma'am. No, for real, I'm outside.
She's taking applications. I'm not. I'm outside of it, but listen, my toe's out there.
What character traits does he have?
Oh, I love tall. I'm like 6'2" and up. I like a man who can cook. I like a man who'll put a towel over the shoulder and chop up some garlic and open up a little Pinot and, you know.
Emotional intelligence.
Definitely.
Actually, the research shows men need relationships more than women. Widows are happier after their husband dies. Widowers are less happy.
One thing I'm not afraid to admit as a newly single 37-year-old woman, child-free woman, I am so lonely. I need to fill my time when I get home from work. And so to do that, I will intentionally leave my place dirty just so I have tasks to do, to occupy my time, to occupy my brain, so I'm not thinking about how lonely I actually am. And as the person who left the situation, I don't think people talk about how hard that can be too, because you're choosing to be alone, because being alone is better than being unhappy.
We have to create economic incentives and get people out, especially men who need relationships more than women. There's this cartoon of a woman in her 30s. What a tragedy she didn't find romantic love. Actually, the research shows men need relationships more than women.
A passport bro is a man who is done with entitled, ungrateful, high mileage women in the West demanding provider status while offering nothing but an attitude and an OnlyFans link. Done with 50% divorce rates, false accusations, alimony, traps, and child support jails. Done with feminism lies. You're toxic if you want a feminine, loyal, fit, debt-free, low body count. So he grabs his passport, flies to Colombia, Thailand, Philippines, Ukraine, Brazil, anywhere but the US. Places where women still value men. Cook, stay slim, don't weaponize sex, and see marriage as a partnership, not a paycheck.
We live in a capitalist society.
It has become very customary, normal, if you will, for many black men who have found a woman overseas or trying to date overseas. This picture captioned back in the Philippines with my lady and due in February, to have responses like, imagine having to go across the globe and pay for some action. But that's pretty normal to say that you have no right to go somewhere else. Just tough it out here in the environment that you saw earlier in this video.
Because a lot of times when black men call out things about black men, these content creators, these manosphere types will blame it on black women when really it was a black man that called them out. But they don't like to confront black men because, you know, they can go south very quickly. But this black man had something to say about those passport bros, and I thought I would share it because I found it somewhat amusing, but it's very telling. It's very telling about people who always think that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence, or somebody else somewhere else in the world is always better, and they're spending money going all over the world looking for women that they think are better than the women in their own ethnic group.
Let me get this straight, passport bro. You went overseas to Kenya, got a woman pregnant, married her, then brought her back to the U.S., more than likely on some old savior complex, because more than likely you wanted her to feel forever indebted to you because you saved her. And this is what she did, only for her to leave you to be with a man that she really wants to be with.
Well, apparently this passport bro didn't get the memo, because they tell you, even the passport bros say, if you meet a good woman in another place, you need to stay there with her, because if she comes to the United States, she's going to take on the mannerisms of the women in the United States.
I will give Lady Boulay credit for the fact that she acknowledges that she has been listening to us. She's heard guys say if you take her back to the States, you have to make provisions for her acclimating herself to the dating and mating culture of the United States. And one place where Scott Galloway is being willfully ignorant, I mean, all he'd have to do is open Twitter, and he could see that there's a serious cultural issue with dating in the States. And Twitter is on fire about it.
Have you guys seen on Twitter that whole discourse about women begging for... I'm so disappointed. The women begging men for money, and they have receipts.
Have y'all seen that thread on Twitter of men showing receipts, basically of women like begging them for money? When I tell you, I've been dying laughing at that thread for like days now. I can't believe it, but I'm actually on the man's side when it comes to this, because the way that some of these women are begging men for money.
Had her beg just to leave her on red. I wouldn't give this person water in a burning building. The audacity is beyond me. You good? I'm at work until 12. Could you send me $45? That's crazy. No. Send me 25. Say please. Please laugh out loud. Babe, pay for my lashes, he replies. I ain't heard from you in months. Could have said hey first. LMFAO, hey. They $50. You got me? Wait, they 45. Now I can say no. How's your day going? I ended up eating a salad. That sounds good. What kind of salad did you get? Salmon. I'm going to have to try that. Are you having a good day so far? Yes, I am. You could have at least offered to pay for my lunch or offered to reimburse me. Hey, can you pay for my nails, please? In exchange, I'll send you a pic when they're done. I would, but broke bees make me nervous. Hey, louder and better than the others. Hi, send money and I'll believe you. I'm fine with you not believing in me. Oh, wow.
The women are begging men for money and they have receipts.
There you go. How are you? And that's a name. I'm good, and you? Good. Would you like to send me some money so I can get a takeout? Impossible. I would never be mean to you. Had to be miscommunication. Must have been. If I was mean to you, you earned it. I haven't been mean since 2017. Yeah, right. Forgive me. It won't happen again. How can I make it up to you? Get my car out of repossession. I love men with a provider fetish. Noted it was on the first of the month. He says, I'm going to be back home Monday night at 11 a.m. doing overtime. She replies, okay, I was going to say, can I get $40 on my kid? I'll S you up. I need it for my son's shoes. Please, can you let me know while I'm at the mall? I promise I'll come to you.
Have y'all seen that thread on Twitter of men showing receipts?
Could you help me with? This sounds pathetic. I've never been in this situation before. What is it you're going through? I'm broke, dog. I only have less than $200 to my name. What are you doing? Nothing, sitting in the shop waiting to clock out. Can I ask you something? What's up? Could you be my co-signer? I'm short $400 to meet the requirements, and that's it. My phone is off right now because my card being stupid. I do think we should go out soon though. You never know, it might help. Sometimes a change of pace is needed. I can't go anywhere with my phone off. You know what? You could pay it and I'll pay you back, and when I get paid on my other card, I'll not ask for a handout. I'm asking a favor. We can go out then after that. But if not, that's fine too. It's only $185. What you got going today? I'm just working. Yeah, what do you do? I'm a stylist. I work retail and construction. Could you send me $25 for my food? What's up? Could you possibly help me with $20? My house got broken into last night. Your house gets broken into and all you need is $20? LMAO, I hate this so much.
Some of y'all dudes, like, you keep attracting these broke chicks or these ugly chicks or these chicks with all these kids because you don't qualify for anything else.
I look cute at work today? Big dog, let me borrow $50. Come on, girl, we barely met. I know, and I don't even want to ask. Sorry, shorty, I got you when we hang out, but I can't right now. All good, I'm good, then bye. For sure. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's cool too if you're down. LOL, I'm down. Good. Quick question. Do you think you could help me with $25 so I can go get some food? I haven't ate all day. I've been in the hospital all day with my freaking grandma, so yeah. I can't go back home because of my arrest a few weeks ago. Do you think you can find me a place until Tuesday? Oh my gosh. You're not judging me, are you? No, I was falling asleep. Hey, love. Love? Be careful, your girls might get mad. And never mind now. Daddy, I'm sorry. Daddy? Hi, Daddy, aka friend. Can I have $30? Dang, you fine. LOL, thank you. You're welcome. Shame you are so far, or else I would ask you to dinner. You could still get me lunch while I'm at work. That would be a great start. Then we could schedule dinner, LOL. Wow, that's flattering, but I have no interest in being used. Come by, boo. What are you selling? Feet? Anything, everything. How you a dominatrix and you begging?
The secret weapon for attracting a mate, a kindness practice. But where does a man demonstrate excellence? They're not going to work. They're not going to school. 40% of bars and pubs have closed down since COVID. Where does he demonstrate excellence?
Maybe bar $20 to the mall.
And if you talk to women, and I'll wrap up here, who've been married longer than 40 years, they say they were not interested in him in the beginning.
What's the least amount of money a man could make to really date
that I've dated? That I personally dated?
That you personally dated?
No less than 10 million.
There you go.
7-figure salary.
Right. Why the f would I settle?
But they fell in love. I like the way he danced. He was kind to his parents. He was great at work.
We live in a capitalist society.
Responding to the Lady Boulets of the world, I would simply tell them that almost all guys that are living in this planet understand that you have to have resources for someone to be interested in you. What guys really want is someone who is at least going to play the game of pretending that they like you for more than just your resources, and it's not a straight up and down transaction. What appears to have been the case now in Western dating is that it is a straight up and down transaction, and the expectation is that you're supposed to pay because it's the traditional thing to do. But what does the guy get out of that is the bigger question. And for the Scott Galloways, he has to understand, do guys want to pay up and down transactional wise for dates? And if that's going to be the case, Some guys are going to say, this is not anything close to romantic. I just don't want to do it. Other guys are going to go other places, and some guys are going to say, hey, I'm going to enjoy the women that I can enjoy with the money that I have, and I'm just not going to get serious with any of them. And we're starting to see in Hollywood that that's more the norm now, and pro sports as well. More and more higher class guys that have the money are saying, I'll have a baby with you, sure. Why would I commit to you? What do I get out of that? It's becoming normalized. And for the guys that are, quote unquote, on the lower rungs of the ladder, if you will, what if you want something more than just the opportunity to lay down with a young lady and possibly get an STI? I mean, that's not much of a reward when it's just aerobics at the end of the day. If there's nothing else there besides that, then what excitement is there really? And as for the begging, there are tons and tons of begging the stallions saying that you're supposed to show up and pay for me because that's what a man is supposed to do. But if a man can look at this growing number of begging the stallions and say, all I get out of this is the chance to pay you money and your presence is your prize, it's not enough. I'd like something more than that, and if I can't have it, they'll just quit. Remember that, Scott Galloway. You got to have supply and demand. The demand is for marriageable women, but where's the supply? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care, guys.